Does insurance cover endoscopy? 1. There is a difference between treatment procedures and diagnostic procedures when it comes to health insurance. While treatment procedure expenses are paid if the underlying illness or disease is not excluded, diagnostic procedures like endoscopy are handled differently. 2. If the diagnostic procedure was done while being hospitalized, the cost will be paid if the diagnosis reveals a disease or illness which is not excluded. If the diagnosis does not reveal any illness or disease, or it reveals a disease or illness which is excluded, then it will not be paid. 3. If the diagnostic procedure was done in a hospital and the admission was only for diagnostic procedure, then hospital charges are not paid because hospitalization is not for any illness or disease. 4. If the diagnostic procedure was done without hospitalization, then the cost is not paid under hospitalization cover. 5. Cost of diagnostic procedure for 3 and 4 can be claimed if they reveal a disease or illness which is not excluded if the policy contains pre-hospitalization cover. Normally this cover has a time limit, say 30 days, prior to hospitalization. There will be also a limit on the amount. If the diagnostic procedure was done 30 days prior to hospitalization for treatment, it is paid up to the limits. Endoscopy, if done separately, is a diagnostic expense. In general, diagnostic expenses are not covered under health insurance. However, if after the diagnosis, the treatment continues as inpatient, then all the tests done earlier to hospitalization including endoscopy can be claimed under pre-hospitalization expenses under reimbursement process. Of late, some health insurance companies are offering out patient OP expenses in a health insurance policy. If this OP facility is allowed, then endoscopy expenses can be claimed separately also, even if there is no hospitalization. Health insurance settles the claim for treatment and not for diagnostic procedure. Since endoscopy is a diagnostic procedure, hence it will not be covered. But if during endoscopy, something comes out and the person is going for treatment surgery, then along with the expense of treatment, claim will also be paid for endoscopy under pre-hospitalization. Endoscopy is only a diagnostic procedure, and will not be deemed as a hospitalized treatment. But if it is done in tandem with a hospitalized treatment, then you will get the costs of endoscopy with other costs of hospitalization. So also, if an ailment is diagnosed in the endoscopy check, and a hospitalization becomes mandatory to treat it within 30 days of the endoscopy, the costs are paid up.